Last year, The Judge from Hell captivated viewers all over the world thanks to its supernatural elements, and now that a sequel has been surprisingly announced, speculation about what's going to happen is running rampant. This series follows the story of Judge Kong Bit-Na, played by Park Shin-hye, who is possessed by a demon named Justicia and is tasked with tracking down evil people and sending them to the underworld. She later meets Detective Han Da-on, played by Kim Jae-young, who investigates the cases connected to Bit-Na without knowing her true identity and while hiding his own secrets. Thanks to this intriguing premise, the show generated a lot of buzz even before it started to air, and viewers were very impressed from the first episode. The plot became more and more interesting as the series went on, and in the end, The Judge from Hell was regarded by many fans and critics as one of the best K-dramas of 2024. Viewers praised basically every aspect of the show, and the performance of the leads was universally applauded. The series also gained recognition from experts and dominated the 2024 SBS Drama Awards, winning 9 prizes, including the prestigious Directors Award and various prizes for Best Actor and Actress. While seeing demons being thrown into the human realm is nothing new for K-dramas, the unique twist of this show and its focus on the law and the limitations of the justice system created a compelling storyline, as fans love to see the villains who previously escaped punishment finally get what they deserve. The director of the show, Park Jin-pyo, revealed his reaction to the success of The Judge from Hell, confessing that he had some bittersweet feelings about it. He explained that since series with similar themes had a lot of success recently, he was confident that the show would be a hit too. However, he didn't expect to top the ratings chart with such a huge viewership and generate so much buzz, so he was happy that everything worked out well. Despite this, the director confessed that he also felt some bitterness because the success of the series suggests that people have lost trust in the judicial system and our society is too fatigued by competition, which is an unsettling thought. Nevertheless, this wasn't the only intriguing aspect of the show, and viewers also loved to see the blooming romance between the leads. In fact, their kiss during the final episode instantly became one of the most memorable moments of the entire series. However, the ending of the show left some unanswered questions. The plot focuses on the prophecy that if Bit-Na and Da-on are together, one of them will lose their life. Despite the risk of being sent to hell for eternity, Bit-Na proves herself as a just judge, sentencing the criminal nicknamed Jay and restoring people's faith in the justice system. In a heartbreaking moment, Bit-Na informs Da-on that she would have to leave soon, and she later passes away at the hands of a demon. Da-on finds her body and rushes her to the hospital, but it's too late to save her. However, Angel Gabriel shows up on God's behalf and rules that since Bit-Na had been a fair judge, she deserves a second chance and brings her back to life. After a final showdown with Jay, Bit-Na has finally completed her mission on Earth, so she's sent back to hell. But in another surprising plot twist, she's allowed to stay among humans for 3 more years. As her time on Earth approaches its end, Bit-Na receives another proposal from Lucifer. If she can sentence 10 more hellbound souls in a year, she will get to live the rest of her life as a human. Bit-Na is torn between having to send more people to hell to stay with Da-on or putting others before herself and ending her time on Earth. Meanwhile, Da-on reassures her that he will stay by her side no matter what she decides to do. In the very last scene of the show, a group of children asks Bit-Na whether she's a good judge or a bad one, and she answers that she's a judge from hell, smiling. This ending leaves the fate of Bit-Na unclear, and viewers wondered and theorized about how she's going to proceed going forward. Some fans think that she prefers being human and she will sacrifice her immense power and important position in order to stay with Da-on, while others believe that she will instead embrace her destiny and continue her duty as a judge from hell. However, some viewers also believe that Bit-Na would be able to find a loophole so that she can maintain people's faith in the justice system while also fulfilling her agreement with Lucifer and remaining on Earth with Da-on. Nevertheless, it was a satisfying ending for many viewers, and fans believe that the show has been wrapped up well, closing all the main plot lines and leaving Bit-Na's faith uncertain on purpose. For this reason, most viewers thought that the show was over and few expected it to have a sequel. So everyone was surprised when one of the producers of the show made the shocking announcement that The Judge from Hell will return with a second season. While accepting an award for the show at the New York Festival Storytellers Gala 2025, the COO of production company Studio S revealed, "We will be back soon with season 2. As long as the law is unfair, The Judge from Hell will never stop." Fans all over the world immediately expressed their excitement at the idea of seeing the show being renewed for a second season. Many started to wonder what kind of storyline would be included in the sequel, while others just said that they want to to see more of the leads praising their chemistry and their outstanding performance in season 1. Speculation about the plot of the second season is now running rampant, with many fans coming up with their own theories about what will happen. The short statement that announced the sequel might give some hints about the plot. Some fans believe that saying that the Judge from Hell will never stop means that Bitna ultimately decided to retain her position and continue her duties as a judge. This would mean that she's going to leave Earth and Da'an behind, and in the sequel, she might be traveling more often between Hell and the human realm. After all, Bitna has always shown that she prefers to uphold the law, so it wouldn't be surprising if she decided to keep her word and once again put others before herself. However, the first season also robbed fans of a full-fledged romance between Bitna and Da'an. So many viewers are hoping to see their love story being explored more deeply. This would be easier if Bitna decided to remain on Earth, but even if she returns to Hell, there could be ways to keep her romance with Da'an going. While most fans are excited about the idea of seeing the Judge from Hell return for a second season, not everyone is happy. Some people believe that the show doesn't need a sequel, arguing that the ending is already perfect as it is. In fact, netizens pointed out that there's been a trend lately of K-dramas going for second seasons despite the fact that a sequel isn't needed at all. Netizens have been complaining about this for years, adding that this is a trend that has been imported to Korea from the West, as K-dramas used to have only one season, while Western shows often keep coming back with sequels. Many fans are now concerned about K-dramas that are renewed for a second season, as many sequels have indeed flopped and disappointed fans in the past few years. Netizens have argued that a second season is a good idea only if the show has been planned to have multiple parts since the beginning, making the idea of a sequel seem obvious. However, more and more often, production companies want to capitalize on the success of a show by renewing it for a second season without having any clear plan on how the plot would progress. Some think that this is the case for The Judge from Hell too, but others have instead argued that a sequel is necessary. Fans have pointed to the cliffhanger ending as a sign that the show was always supposed to continue, adding that the 14 episodes of season 1 weren't even enough to explain the complex universe in which the series takes place. In any case, it's almost certain that Shin Hye and Jae Young will reprise their roles as Bitna and Da'an in the sequel, but the rest of the cast might change significantly. As the main villain from the first season seems to have been definitively defeated, the leads would probably get new adversaries and a cast of new villains can be expected. However, the many demons and angels that populate the universe of the Judge from Hell are more likely to return. Despite the speculation, there hasn't been any confirmation about the cast members yet. Now, fans of the show are very curious to see what direction the sequel will take, and the second season of The Judge from Hell will surely be one of the most anticipated dramas when it's finally released. At this point, it seems like the sequel is still in the very early stages of production, so it's hard to tell when it will come out, but if filming begins in the next few months, maybe fans can expect to see the new season next year.